Isn't that an incredible shot? Everyone completely motionless, all of the indoor rowers lined up, and the gun about to go off. You can see it in anticipation. All of these women are really starting off strong here. Charlotte Dixon closing down on the lead. She really came off the gun very strong here. Once again, it's 10 meters separating all of these competitors. No one is tied currently. So we'll just be looking at that tens digit, the 10, 20, 30, 40, to see if they're moving up or moving down from their initial deficit or bonus here in this race. But 250 meters in, and they're all looking quite strong.
Yeah, all of them maintaining those gaps, mostly, only a meter or so in it between each of their starting positions. One thing I will say, no mind games in this one, Natasha, right? Like, this is an all or nothing. You either get to it the post or not. So it maybe is a bit of a relief for these guys having that sort of stress of thinking, do I have to go faster, slower, conserve energy? This is just executing a race plan with no other prerogative other than being atop the leaderboard, if not on the podium.
Exactly. They're just thinking, all I have. That's what they're doing here. Taryn Sharp, actually, with a very strong performance. She's gaining on her initial deficit, so really good job from her. And we saw Lena Belanger move up a place. So she's also very, very strong here. This is Ella Fox. She just got passed by Lena Belanger, but she's still very much in this, staying nice and consistent, almost same pace as Elizabeth Gilmore here. A 147, 148, very solid, a really low stroke rate I would see from her, a 28-29. Do we expect her to keep this throughout the rest of the race, do you think, Camilla?
Yeah, I think if she's at this stroke rate now at 1,300 meters to go, I think that we'll see that until at least 600 to go. So for the next block of a few minutes, Elizabeth Gilmore has found a rhythm, and so has Charlotte Dixon. Now, Dixon has let the gap grow a little bit. She's allowing the American to sort of run away with this a little bit, and she's the only person I think within reach of taking that title. But Gilmore with so much confidence, and it's a bit like any race, right? Rowing is one of those races where you can look back at your competition when you're out on the water, and it gives you that sense of confidence that you can hold them at bay almost. You're not the one on the back foot chasing down, and so that will be an additional advantage for all that hard work Gilmore's put in through the previous 4 challenges. Blimey, look at this. This is some speed here. This is a huge push going on, and look at this exchange between Anna Muehle and Jessica Eddy as well in the center of the board. They're matched a piece, 42 meters back from our race leader Gilmore.
Anna Muehle is going up. She knows she got second last year, and she knows she only has less than 20 meters between her and second place this year. So she's a competitor and she's gunning for it. But Morgan McGrath might hold her off. She's looking very strong here as well. Still 30 meters back from the leader, Elizabeth Gilmore, but not letting Anna Muehle gain any more ground. She can see her start to creep up on her screen, but look at that face of determination. I'm not counting Anna Muehle out of this podium position. I think she has a lot of strength, and I think we'll see it during the latter bit of this race. Sarah Pigeon looking long and strong, really jumping off that catch, staying nice and consistent. She's under that 155 split. She's looking to go under 740 in this race. So very solid rowing, pacing with Taryn Sharp, who's next to her as well. And we see Heather Petrasco, who is under that 2-minute pace, around a 156, hoping to bring that down probably to a 155-ish by the end of this race. Remember, she is doing the full 2,000 meters here as we head to the last about 700 meters of this race and of our day.
Well, one of the races I'm keeping my eye on here is between Charlotte Dixon and Morgan McGrath for that silver medal. McGrath's been silently creeping, gaining meter by meter, and she's currently the faster person on the race floor, 16.5 kilometers per hour to Dixon's 16.3. And we could see that close in these next couple of 100 meters. And like we were saying in some of the other races today, Natasha, anything less than sort of 20 meters, and that's sprinting distance, right? So I think that might push Dixon on and it might close that lead up to Gilmore. But we're running out of room here now. 500 meters to go. McGrath now within 4 meters of Dixon. This is going to come right down to the wire for that silver medal. And Jess Eddy also still in contention here. She's only 6 or 7 meters off Morgan McGrath. We're in for a fight for the podium. What a tussle.
She's really clawed back, hasn't she? Her sprint is showing her stamina and endurance in a whole new way. She's only 5 meters back. If she continues this sprint and this high speed, we might see her in podium contention. It's really anyone's game right now. Looking down, we see Ella Fox and Marcia Caniglio as well. They're within about 5 meters of each other, so it's going to come down to the ending sprint for them as well. We're hoping that the crowd is just cheering them on here. This is some of the toughest part of the race, this last 500 meters. They have 2 minutes to go. They can do it. We see Charlotte Dixon, 146, very impressive splits. She's starting her sprint. She can see she's 4 meters ahead, and I don't think she wants to let that go.
Oh, Jess Eddy is coming for Morgan McGrath here. They're just so close to switching places. You can see it ticking down, and that is the line between standing on the podium and not, having a medal around your neck or not. 150 meters to go for our race leader. I think in the same vein as Yol Nakarinen, Elizabeth Gilmore is going to win this in style for a back-to-back Versa challenge. But here goes Jess Eddy. She's moved into bronze medal position ahead of Morgan McGrath. What can the American do to respond here? They're level pegging moving into this final sprint. Gilmore's also taking the rate up to win this in style. She's only got 5 strokes to go, but look at this. Jess Eddy now has Dixon in her sights with these final few meters. She's going to pull as hard as she can, push as hard as she can. This podium, I think we'll have 2 British athletes standing on it in silver and bronze. Oh, we'll wait to see that final result, but Gilmore is elated and she cheers on the remainder of her competitors. Look at that. Her first thought is to turn around, start screaming, start shouting for everyone else. But wow, I think my racer of the afternoon goes to Jess Eddy, because she just closed in, timed it to perfection and moved into that bronze medal position with a matter of minutes to go. But Dixon looks so happy with that improved performance from 2023. She will stand next to Gilmore on the podium as a silver medalist, and Jess Eddy will join her. The 2 British athletes there will bookend Gilmore